Hi, welcome to week 2. So I wanted to make a video to walk you through what you're doing this week because it's kind of complicated and to make sure that you're on track with how to do this whole class. So I'm going to minimize myself. Here I am. So what I'm looking at right now is your discussion board assignment for this week. That's in most weeks when we're not assigning, you're not working on like your actual big projects. This is what you're working on. So I want to look at what your expectations are. So as you see, first, what we're doing this week is we're talking about evaluating sources and analyzing AI. So first off, you're going to be analyzing sources, two preliminary sources that you could use for your work. So this might be different as it explains here. This says this might be new for you. As in the past, you may have found sources to fit your thesis. Whereas in this writing project, you will want to find sources that both answer your research questions, but also challenge your thinking on the topic. So it's a little different, right? The AI, I should probably explain all this since this is the whole world, but AI has changed English classes like crazy everywhere. So this is one of the ways that CityU is doing things a little different. So instead of just having you write a paper where you go find sources and put them in, AI can do that. What we want you to learn how to do is how to evaluate those sources, how to know that what you're using is good, right? And then how to weave it all together and challenge your own thinking. That's good stuff. That's stuff that AI isn't going to help us with yet, right? So anyway, back to the assignment. So it has several parts. First, you have a part due Wednesday. Find those two preliminary sources, and then write 200 to 250 words describing how each source is relevant to your topic and credible. So you need to explain both of those, how it's relevant and how it's credible. Don't skip parts. If you skip parts of this, you lose points, right? I want to give everybody all the points, so make sure you do that. Part 1.B, also due Wednesday, is analyze AI writing and follow these steps. I want you to write a 200 to 250 word paragraph on the topic that you know really well, and then ask ChatGPT to write a similar length paragraph on your topic and analyze any issues you find, such as plagiarism, bias, repetition, or incorrect facts. And then ask AI to analyze your paragraph, right? Use this example prompt. Analyze this text for style, voice, and tone, and then put your original paragraph in there. Post your original paragraph and the two AI-generated works with your own analysis, and then also cite your sources. So that is maybe a new experience for you, but the gist is I want you to write a paragraph about something that you are an expert on, right? Something you know a lot about. Just a paragraph. For example, if it was me, oh boy, I could talk about Ninja Turtles. I could talk about Transformers. Those are things I know an awful lot about. I could talk about creative writing because I have a master's degree in that. I could talk about a lot of literature stuff. Obviously, I'm an English professor, and I got a master's degree in that as well. But there's a lot that I could talk about, right? Hobbies, anything that's interesting. A video game that you've beat, whatever. Write a paragraph on something that you're an expert on, and then ask ChatGPT to give you a paragraph as well, and you want you to analyze the difference, looking for those things. Specifically looking for bias, thinking for issues that you might find, just things that are wrong, plagiarism, bias, repetition, and incorrect facts. That's something it's important to nail down this week, is that ChatGPT lies. It makes information up. If you ask it to give you an essay on the fall of the Ottoman Empire with sources, it will, but a lot of those sources won't be real. And sometimes the information it shares won't be real. So it's up to you to figure out what's correct, right? We still need that human. We still need that human. So that's part 1 is due Wednesday, those two parts. And then by Sunday, I want you to reply to a minimum of 2 of your classmates' posts with thoughtful and substantive comments, right? So here's stuff that you could think of, or questions maybe to help guide what you talk to your peers about. Like, what did you learn from the student's post? What would you emulate or do differently next time in your own post? Like maybe you see somebody say something and you go, oh, I could do that in mine. Explain that. That's great. What did this student do well? So, right, you're always giving accolades. You don't need to fix anybody, but you do need to tell people when they're doing stuff correctly. What suggestions do you have? And what can I contribute to the student's post to further the discussion? Is there anything you can do, right? So hopefully that makes sense. That's your work for this week. You have a lot to do. We didn't have... Well, I posted this video today because yesterday was a holiday. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. But if you did, that means you really only have 2 days to get this work done. So get to it, and I'll see you on that discussion board, and let me know if you have any questions that come up.